everyone, so today we're going to be doing the long overdue American Girl Hospital Experience video. So one of the first videos I uploaded to this channel was about sending my beautiful Kirsten doll to the American Girl Doll Hospital, which I got her back in May.
I suppose we should start by talking about Addy because...
Yeah. So just like a quick recap on what I sent them in for and when I sent them in. So I got my Addy doll's head replaced in 2003 when I was 12 years old. So she's had this head for 13 years now, and this is what the back of her looks like. I boil washed her hair, so it's pretty tame. And I sent Kirsten in this past April of 2016 to get her eyes replaced because she had silver eye. My Addy doll balded really quickly. I got her when I was 6 years old. She was my first American Girl. And if you don't know this about me already, I have really obsessive compulsive tendencies, and one of the things I always did as a kid was brush my doll's hair, even when it didn't need to be brushed. And I literally remember sitting there on the floor with my wig brush and wads of Addy's hair and this huge pile of Addy hair next to me, and I would just keep brushing her. So by the time I had her for a year or two, she had less hair than a Barbie doll. She was that skimpy. If you guys
this teeny little ponytail.
have seen my Caroline doll, and I've mentioned that she's really skimpy. She had half of what Caroline has, which is scary because Caroline doesn't have much hair. So it made me really sad because my favorite feature about Addy was always this beautiful ethnic hair, and after many years of thinking about it, I decided to send her in, and I was really scared. It was the first time we ever sent a doll to the doll hospital, but it was really the only option I had at that point. So I sent her in. I can't remember the exact time frame that she was gone because that was a really long time ago, and I was young.
It felt like an eternity.
But I think she was probably gone at least a month because it was a while, and I was really sad the whole time she was gone. I would literally tear up every time I saw an American Girl catalog. I couldn't look at my other dolls without thinking about Addy. And when she did come home, it was the happiest day of my life. I was so excited. I was squealing. This is the gown she came in, not the socks or her underwear. I just didn't want her to be totally barren for the video. But this is the old school hospital gown. I think this was the original one they used back in the 80s up until the early 2000s. If you
I like how it has, see how this is actually, on it?
Yeah.
It's not a sticker. See, Kirsten's is a sticker. Yeah. What I like about Kirsten's is Addy has a string. I don't know if you can see it. And Kirsten has Velcro, which I find is a lot more...
Yeah, Addy's doesn't stay very closed. She exposes her butt all the time.
Whereas Kirsten's butt is pretty covered.
If you want to know when these hospital gowns came out and when they were discontinued and stuff, I have all that information on my Flickr account as well as pictures of all the stuff they came with.
Kirsten's even came with these adorable socks.
Which have little hearts on them, and the little hair bows came with her, and she came with a hospital bracelet and a certificate, and Addy came with a balloon, which I still have, and a hospital bracelet and a certificate, but they were different. It says Pleasant Company
came with a little get well card
on all of her stuff, but FYI, Pleasant Company was bought out in 1998, so anything after that is technically sold by Mattel. They just had the rights to use Pleasant Company's logos, and they finished up using all of their Pleasant Company stuff. So just because it says Pleasant Company, heads up, it doesn't mean it is. And like I said, they used this for a long time. They used this particular gown for ages. So that's why she has it, even though I sent her in 2003, which is obviously Mattel. This is a Mattel head. It says Pleasant Company, but it's Mattel. So
yeah, you would actually see it. I don't know if you'd be able to see it in the video, because it's hard to see.
Probably not, but it says Pleasant Company in the back, but it's a Mattel head, because it's just a stamp. Also, Addy doesn't have neck strings anymore, because this is something that they did on and off for a while. They put a zip tie in, and Kirsten, though, still has her neck strings.
You can see it.
Yeah. So when I sent Addy in, I sent her with her hair in a little bun and a little hair elastic, and they actually sent her hair elastic back with her. And when we sent Kirsten in, I actually sent her in my Grace Dolls box, and they actually sent me the top of Grace's box back, so I could just take the bottom of the doll hospital box and use it with Grace's box top, which was really nice. And I'm not the only person that I've seen that happen to. I've watched a lot of opening videos and stuff of people getting dolls back from the doll hospital, and it seems like most of the people who work there will send back hair elastics and hair ties and boxes and stuff for you, which is really nice. And that's above and beyond, because they tell you in the thing like when you go
Make
to
sure your doll is
something.
completely naked.
Right, but they always send stuff back. Obviously the pricing is different. It's really going to depend on when you send your doll in because prices have fluctuated. I have no clue how much it costs to send Addy in and like what her head was. I don't even know what it costs now. But
I know that Kirsten though,
was free.
yeah, we explained this a bit on the other video, but because Silver Eye is a factory defect, they do it for free. So basically we just paid to ship her there and then everything else they took care of. We didn't get charged to ship her back. We didn't get charged for anything else. So basically, I think we paid for like, what, $12 shipping?
Yep.
For $12 we got brand new eyes and this adorable hospital nightgown and these little socks.
And they sent
stuff.
a letter back with us saying that it was like, you know, considered a fault of theirs and that's why they will replace it for free. So just
I thought for the longest time that what happened with Molly's eyes was my fault because she was a train wreck. Kirsten was a very gently played with dolls. So when I noticed Kirsten had it too, I thought it was a little weird.
don't feel bad if your doll has Silver Eye.
It wasn't actually my fault.
They will replace it for free, and it's just like if you have retracted eyelashes, they'll fix that for free. Also, something cool that's different about when I sent Addy in versus Kirsten is because of how like advanced technology is. They actually sent us email updates about.
Oh
Kirsten.
yeah, we knew what day she arrived.
Yeah, and then they emailed us to say, oh, like you know, your patient's been checked in or something. It was really cute.
It was cute.
It was really cool. It does take a while. Some dolls will be there for like 2 months. It depends on how backed up they are. Addy, I'm pretty sure I remember they cleaned her and everything, but with Kirsten, they were really backed up, and honestly, like, if you look at my Kirsten doll, she looks really nice. They didn't do her hair. When I got her back, her hair was actually a little bit messy, and I could see my like, rainbow loom bands in the bottom of her hair. You mentioned it in my opening video of her, which was kind of funny. I'm not, like, upset about that, because she didn't need to be cleaned or anything. Like, what were they gonna do?
Yeah, right, she's right.
But that was just something I had noticed, whereas with Addy, she was a train wreck. Basically, to summarize, I think the American Girl Doll Hospital is amazing. I feel like they really care about your dolls and the experience being the best that it can be, because they understand that these dolls mean a lot to, like, little girls and to the adults who send them in. Mattel has always, like, it's really great about acknowledging when, like, it's a problem that's their fault with an American Girl. They're very generous about, like, sending replacements and stuff, or not charging you for certain hospital fees. So a lot of companies wouldn't do that, so.
I feel like they're, what I think is really awesome about it is, I think it's nice that they offer this service, like it's a professional doll hospital by the company that manufactures the dolls. They'll service your doll even if, like, they clearly didn't actually manufacture her, like, you know, like the ones that you know, oh, that's definitely not a doll Mattel sold.
Yeah, like a Pleasant Company
Like,
doll.
they still honor it as an American Girl doll. They take care of them.
Yep.
And I just think it's really nice that they offer that because, you know, if your Barbie breaks, you have to fix her yourself.
Right, and they make it fun. They give you hospital gowns,
Oh, it's so
certificates with, like,
I think I helped pressure you into sending Addy in just to see the hospital.
yeah. Well, it was cool. It was fun, and I think that's great. And like Colleen said, you know, if some other toy breaks, you don't have that luxury, and not everyone can fix their dolls. And you know, they're very, very good. And I mean, even aside from just the doll hospital, we've gotten things like that got swapped in the mail that were like accidental orders, and they would let us keep the wrong thing.
Oh, like Addy's ice cream maker.
Yeah, I actually, the story
I think that was your Pinafore Snood we thought it was. We opened it up and this isn't a Pinafore
The story
Snood.
behind it was that for Christmas 2003, after I got Addy's head replaced, I bought a bunch of stuff for Addy for Christmas. Like somehow, instead of sending me her birthday dress, they sent me the ice cream maker. And when my dad called and explained what happened, they said we could keep the ice cream maker, and then they sent us the Pinafore, like with no extra charge, which was great. And when Molly's tea set broke in the mail, they believed our dad and said that they would send another one, and that if he didn't want to get charged for the second one, he just had to send the broken
one back. Which we never did because Dad was lazy and I wanted to keep the extra tea set.
Yeah, but that was because that was like a $50 or $60 item.
Right, but and then there was a time the year you got Marisol, you ordered the horse lover outfit.
And they didn't send pants.
It had everything but the pants.
And so they sent us a whole other outfit free of charge. So because we've ordered from them for so long, we've had a lot of like random mishaps happen, and they've always been great about sending the right stuff to you, or the parts that you need. The doll hospital experience was great for both of us. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. And if you have any like misgivings about sending your doll there, I say, you know, go for it. They might be gone a while, but they'll come back well
Good as
taken
new.
care of. And you know, it's just really cute service. And overall, I'm really happy, and I'm so glad that Kirsten and Addy are safe and sound with, you know, well, not so new head anymore.
Oh yeah, it's like 13 years late.
Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.